Functions are named blocks of code that only execute when you call them by name. All functions have two parts. One, the definition, where the actual block of code is stored. And two, the call, where you're executing that function within your script. This allows us to call the same code multiple times within the same script or different parts of your websites. But you only have to store the logic in one place. Let's go ahead and make one. We'll start with the keyword function, okay? Then we have to give it a name, which we're going to go with message. Then some parentheses and curly braces. Now the block of code I've been referring to is going to be stored inside these curly braces. This is our logic, okay? And we're just going to echo out a message to our browser. I'm going to say, hello world. And we're going to put a break in here for readability, and with a semicolon. Now if we save and refresh, you'll see that nothing happens. We don't even print out hello world. We don't display anything. That's because this is the function definition. As I said before, this block of code is only executed if we call it by name inside of our script, which we can do simply so by just saying message parentheses semicolon. And you'll see now we got hello world. We only executed this code when we called this by name. So now if we were to copy this, we could paste it multiple times into our script. And if we save and refresh, you'll see we run the block of code for every call we have. And now if we want to change the logic inside of our code, so let's say good night world, you'll see that all of our calls have been updated, every single one. So we only have to change the code in one place to change all the logic. But let's go ahead and do something else. Our script right now, our function right now is great. It does an action. It's going to echo out good night world. But we can also make it return a value. If we use the return statement, it makes the expression right after become the value of the function. Observe, it would create a variable called x, and we set it to equal message. We will store whatever's on this line in x. And by the way, anything after the return statement is ignored. Execution of the function actually stops when it hits the return statement. That's the last part it evaluates before going back to the script. So now if we want to make sure that what we wrote works. So we're going to echo out x. And we're going to save it. And if we refresh, you'll see we still get goodnight world. We're saving goodnight world in x. And this adds much more flexibility because now not only do we get a value from our function, but we can do whatever we want with it. We can save it, store it to a database, display it to the browser, and more. This is part one of functions.